I have a helper up in my emporium today, and we have been listing since yesterday. These are items, some of those are listed, some of them are getting ready to be listed. And who's helping me? Let me back up and show you who it is.
Green Bee Explorer.
Yes.
So my duty today is I take all the photos of the tchotchkes, the clothes, the toys, and I upload those to eBay and Etsy, all those platforms. Then Left Lane Fine adds the descriptions, adds the pricing, because she knows exactly what she bought them for, and it makes it so much easier. It took us probably 30 minutes to do about 15 to 20 items. Fantastic. Good process.
Let me show you on my laptop here that I have all these drafts. There's 14 more drafts to go. And we just keep adding to that list. Every time I get one done, she's adding 2 or 3 more. This has been a great process. Green Bee Explorer is taking pictures of clothes, but she really likes taking pictures of like the teacups and the vintage items. I kept asking her to take pictures of the clothes and she goes, "No, you do that." She really liked staging the items and positioning them and trying to get really good pictures. Over here in my shoe bin, see those flip-flops right there? There were Skechers, Crocs. There's there. Also got listed and cross-posted to Poshmark. So I am cross-posting everything from eBay to Etsy and Poshmark. As you guys know, I sell everything. Here's a coffee replacement carafe, some vintage ducks, and here is some better pictures of the flip-flops and sandals. Those are Skechers. These are also Skechers. And these are the Crocs. Back to vintage Libby glass, and these milk glass salt and pepper shakers. And some vintage mugs new in the box. I keep running sales in my Etsy shop. Make sure to check out that video on how to make more money in your Etsy shop. There is a particular way to run sales that will yield more sales more often. It's been working for me, and now I need to restock my Etsy shop. So we've been picking out a lot of my vintage items, like this Fenton bowl, the Shenango pottery, or Shenango china, I should say, Shenango china restaurant ware, this vintage Libby glasses, and these Otagiri quails or partridges. I'm not sure what kind, because they're listed both ways online, but I was able to get all of these plus more. And of course, in my drafts, I have more items that go into my Etsy shop. A pair of men's penny loafers. There's a better picture of that Libby glass. The St. Andrew mug. The Franciscan ware platter. Cafe ware bowls and mugs. Pottery barn plates. A Vera Pella Italian leather belt. And a Brighton belt. New in box girls Ariat shoes. A vintage doll in her case. A pair of men's Dickies work pants. This is actually a set of top blocks, not Legos. An Easter plate. Vintage Tupperware. More vintage Tupperware. My daughter listed up this DeLonghi espresso machine to Facebook Marketplace. And this is a bundle of Easter items. A few more items put up into my eBay shop, but also cross-posted to my Etsy shop. I had these for a long time and was using them in my vignettes, but now it's time to sell them, so they got listed. I just got these at an estate sale, got this at a thrift store just recently. You can see all my shopping videos, in my channel, so make sure to check out those. And I got this at a thrift store. I love this because it's that stoneware, that speckled stoneware, and it's St. Andrews in Scotland. And it was made in Scotland. It's by Duncan Ceramics. And I thought that is just so neat. So I had to get that. I got these all listed, like I said, in both my Etsy shop and eBay. I am running sales like crazy in my Etsy shop. And it is working. I suggest you guys watch that video that I made. I know I think this is the second time I've told you in just this video, but other resellers are starting to do it and it is working. As you can see, I still have 13 items in my drafts, and what I'm doing is I'm loading up at least one item in the day that I'm doing it, but I'm also loading up like the next item. I'm scheduling it ahead. That means every day before I even wake up to have coffee, I have an item already listed in my eBay. And then from there, if it's vintage, it gets cross-posted to Etsy. If it's something that can go in Poshmark, then I cross-post it to Poshmark. If it's something that can go in all three categories, then it goes into all three shops. This has just been so much fun. I want to thank my daughter, Green Bee Explorer, for helping me. But going forward, I don't need her help. I actually rearranged my emporium up here. Now, it is cluttered, but it's going to work for me. I'm going to back up here. I have my desk. There's some of the items that we were listing. There's my camera that I do all my solds on. Over here, and it doesn't look like much. And I guess you don't really need a fancy setup, but that's where we were taking pictures. She was taking pictures. I started taking pictures over here too. And what I want to do over in this area where that tissue paper is I want to take those boxes out of there, and then I want to get some sort of table to work on for shipping, because right here is my printer. And so this is going to be the command center. I have rearranged this emporium multiple times trying to make it work. I still have all of this over here. It looks like a mess, but that's a lot of boxes up there and over there. And of course, I've been trying to keep this day bed clear, but that's not happening. And then this is part of my death pile here. Well, there's empty boxes on there too. Part of my death pile that I will be working on, because I would really like to get like that bin out, or at least get it down to the basement where I have the bigger items stored, so I have a little bit more like room in this area. And of course, we would all love our exercise equipment to actually be able to access and use. And I did have that free at one time, but it has been buried for about a year now, and I need to get back to getting on my strider and getting my steps in for when it's like, bad weather, or I'm just up here and I just need a break. And this is just an awesome way to get more listings up faster. I did this once before and I did it all wrong. I took pictures. I actually took them outside. So I had brought things outside, took a bunch of pictures of a bunch of items, and I thought I will list them later. Well, I didn't get around to listing some of them. I started using my phone for other pictures and videos, and those pictures got buried, and it got harder and harder to do it that way. So I realized my mistake now. My mistake is you take the pictures, you upload it with a little simple title, and save it as a draft in eBay. And from there, then you can go to your laptop and you can finish it out, and you can use like your second tab. See how I have my second tab open for comparing, what the comps are for that item, and just going from there. And it makes it so much faster and easier. I've been trying to make some more informative videos and things that worked and didn't work for me, and I hope it is informative to you guys. And take what you will, or make any adjustments that work for you. and keep on selling.